Welcome back to a new AI tutorial. In this video, we are going to talk about how we can create a PDF chat app using Streamlit and LangChain. It's going to be a hands-on coding tutorial, and at the end of this video, you are going to have your PDF chat tool on web. You can see the app that we are going to be creating in this video from the screen right now. Let's start coding. Okay, I'm in VS Code, but you can use any code editor that you want. Firstly, we are going to create our Python file like, let's say, app.py. And we can say like PDF chat app like this. And now we are going to start with doing our imports. So we are going to use Streamlit for the interface. And then we are going to use Chat OpenAI for the LLM side, chat models, import Chat OpenAI. We are going to use conversational retrieval chain from LangChain, not chains, import conversational retrieval chain. Next up, we are going to use PyPDF loader from LangChain.document loaders. PyPDF loader like this. Next, we are going to use character text splitter from LangChain.text splitter. Import character text splitter. Next up, we are going to use OpenAI embeddings, like I will say, from LangChain.embeddings, import OpenAI embeddings, and we are going to import the face vector store, LangChain vector stores, import face, and we are going to say from LangChain.memory, import conversational buffer memory. We are going to import operating system for getting our API key loaded from the environment file. We are going to say from .environment import load.environment. We will say import warnings, and we will say import temporary file. Great, so these are going to be our imports. And at the first place, I don't want to see any kind of future or depreciation warnings, so I will say on the starting point warnings, filter warnings, and I will press ignore. Next up, what I'm going to do is we are going to be using OpenAI API key in this video, and the best practice for that is having that in an environment file. So we are going to say load.environment like this for loading the environment variables. And also we are going to import OpenAI, and we will say OpenAI.API key is going to be operating system get environment variable OpenAI API key. Now let's create our environment variable. In here I'm going to create a file like .environment, and in here we are going to say OpenAI API key, and you are going to get the key from the OpenAI API playground. If you just Google this, you are going to find the OpenAI's official website for getting an API key. As I remember, they gift you $5 on the first sign up, and I think it's going to be more than enough. We are not going to waste more than 30 cents, I think, in this video, but you can keep using this app so you can use more. Your key is going to be starting with SK, and when you get your OpenAI API key, you can just paste it in like directly in here and save this file. Then we are going to be able to use it. So I'm just going to delete this. I'm going to paste my API key in here, and I'm going to be re-recording in our Python script. So here I have my API key ready, and we can start creating our app right now. I will say Streamlit. Firstly, I'm going to set my page config. Set page config. Page title will be chat with your PDF, and let's set the layout as white. Next up, I'm going to say chat with your PDF using LangChain and Streamlit. So this is going to be our app's title, and firstly we are going to take the file input from the user. So uploaded file is going to be Streamlit file uploader, and we are going to pass the label of upload a PDF and type is going to be PDF, like this. Okay, and next what we are going to do is, if the user uploads file, like if uploaded file is not none, so when someone uploads anything in the Streamlit file uploader, this if block is going to work. We are going to save the file to the temporary location, so with temporary file dot named temporary file, delete is going to be false, and we are going to say suffix is going to be PDF, and we will say as temporary file. Next up, we are going to say temporary file dot write uploaded file dot read. So we are going to be writing the file in here, and we will say temporary path is going to be temporary file dot name, like this. Okay, great. And next we are going to say, if we do this operation successfully, we are going to say streamlit.success PDF uploaded successfully. Great. Next up, we are going to load and split the PDF. So loader is going to be py PDF loader. We are going to pass temporary path in here. Next up, pages are going to be loader dot load and split function in here. Great. So we load our PDF in here and split it into pages. Now we are going to use text splitter. So text splitter is going to be, we are going to be do chunking character text splitter, and we will say chunk size of, let's say, 1000, and also I'm going to add overlap, and it's going to be 200. So we are going to have our chunks by being 1000 characters, and we are going to be allowing overlap of 200. Okay, since we're done with the chunking, we are going to say documents is going to be text splitter split documents page, and we have our page ready. Now we are going to initialize the OpenAI embeddings, like embeddings is going to be OpenAI embeddings, and we are going to initialize the vector store like face. From documents you will pass documents and embeddings like this. Okay, great. We have our vector store ready right now. Now we are going to pass a memory. Memory is going to be conversation buffer memory. Memory key is going to be chat history like this, and we are going to say return messages is going to be true. Next up, I'm going to say chain is going to be conversational retrieval chain from large language model like this, and we are going to say next up large language model is going to be chat OpenAI. We are going to initialize it like this, and let's pass the model name of, I'm going to use GPT-4o for this. Next up, I'm going to say retriever is going to be vector store as retriever, and I'm going to pass the memory as memory like this. Okay, great. Now we are going to create the chat interface. So if we have a chat history not in Streamlit session state, we will say Streamlit session state chat history, and it's going to be empty list since we don't have our chat history. And query is going to be Streamlit text input. One thing to mention in here, we are just making this text input appear if we have uploaded file in our app. So if we don't upload any PDF, user can't enter any text. And in the query we will say like ask a question about your PDF, and we will say like if we have query response is going to be chain.run. Question is going to be query, and Streamlit session state.chat history. Append, we are going to add this to the history of the chat, like firstly our query, we will say you, and we will pass the query in tuple format, and actually it's going to be append, there's a typo. And also we will say Streamlit session state.chat history.append, and we will say AI, and we are going to say also in a tuple like AI, and we are going to get the like response in here. Okay, great. Now we are going to display the conversation at the last step. So for, let's say, speaker and text in Streamlit session state, chat history, if speaker equals to you, we will say Streamlit markdown, and we can say like, let's say bold speaker, and we can say like bold in here too, we will say text. And next up, else Streamlit markdown, f string again, speaker, and we will say like text. Okay, our app is ready. And also we need to fix this. We are going to use normal parentheses in here like this, so our app is going to run smoothly. Now for running our app, we are going to open the terminal, and we are going to say Streamlit run pdf chat app.py, and when we make this run, we are going to have our app running. And I'm going to make this work. So here our app is running on this address, and we have some depreciation errors, but it's not important. We are not going to be caring about them much, not important. So you can copy this address, the local URL, and paste this in your browser for reaching to the app that we created. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go to this address. You can also go with Control click on that, and I'm going to be re-recording on my browser. You are just going to go to this address on your browser. Here we have our app ready, and what we can do in here is we can just change the settings like the white mode, and we can set the theme as light, dark. It's optional. And here we have our app at the local host, the address that I showed you on the terminal. Chat with your PDF using LangChain and Streamlit. App looks nice, let's test it. So I have an example PDF about a company, so I'm just going to paste it in here, and here it says PDF uploaded successfully, and it opened ask a question about your PDF. Actually, we made a small typo in here, so I'm just going to fix that real quickly. I will make this your. So I changed the text, and I can just say rerun in here after saving my file. Here it says ask a question about your PDF. So let's say like summarize on there, and I will press enter, and let's wait for our response. It says Ramirez and Sons is a company located in Doncaster, ID offering services that involve cultural and local activities with a focus on research and operations. So it says the mission and the information in the PDF. Great. So our app is working nicely, and it says for more information they can be contacted via their website or email. By the way, it's an AI generated PDF, so all the information is example in here, so there is no problem. Now for the following, I will say give me the contact information of the company, and let's see our response. Here we can see our second message, give me the contact information of the company, and the AI returns as sure, here is the contact information for the company, and it gives this information. So our PDF chat app is working nicely and ready to use. Our project is finished. Great. So here I'm back in the code editor, and you can use this PDF chat app like this. And also I want to show you the versions that I'm using on the libraries like Show, Streamlit, and LangChain, and OpenAI, like this. And here I'm using the version of Streamlit 1.43.2, LangChain 0.2.12, and OpenAI 0.28.0. So if you install these versions of the libraries, you are going to be 100% having this app running on you. And that was it for the coding part. Thanks for watching. Let's get to the outro. Thanks for watching this AI tutorial. I have a playlist named AI Tutorials where I have more than 20 tutorials just like this one. You can reach that playlist from the cards of this video or from the link in the description. Also, I'm sharing a new data science video every week on my channel. You can subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. Have a great day.